Hello, welcome back to Feng Shui Exposé. Alex here. Today we will be talking about forecasting. Okay, the most anticipated part of Xuan Kong Flying Star. All right. Yeah, I've been quite some time since our last episode. Life takes precedence. There's a lot job works basically bogs me down. Okay, I think we have covered all the structures in Xuan Kong Flying Stars. Today we will take a look at what makes how does forecasting works in Xuan Kong Flying Star. All right. Uh, the past 20 over episodes, whatever that we've gone through is actually to to plot the natal chart. Okay, to plot the natal chart, and the natal chart is actually the static part of the equation. All right, static part of the equation. Okay, because we use the luck, the period, and also the sitting and facing to plot our natal chart. And by itself, it is neutral. It doesn't have any effect or whatsoever. It is when the dynamic part of it, the dynamic part of things come into play that the events or the auspicious things starts to manifest itself. Okay, and when it comes to dynamic part, we have the purple white, annual purple white, annual purple white stars. Okay, annual purple white stars is divided into the year charts, the month charts, the day chart, and the hour chart. For the year chart, it is always flying forward. Okay, forward is as in a sequence on the Losu, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the sequence of flying forward. The month chart is also flying forward, whereas the day chart and the hour chart, it has forward and it has reverse. Okay, yeah, forward and it has reverse. For the day chart, it is determined through the winter solstice and summer solstice. During after winter solstice until prior to summer solstice, it flies forward. After passing summer solstice, before winter solstice, it flies reverse. The hours I can't really recall. I think it's something about the 12 branches. Okay, a certain branches it flies forwards, and then a certain branches after certain branches it flies reverse. Not mistaken, should be 子 and 午 after 子 it will forward, after 午 it will reverse. I'm not too sure about that. Let me check and get back to you guys. But tentatively, we don't really use the hour charts and the day charts. We use at most is until this level of granularity. Okay, the month chart. All right. now that I've highlight the different aspects of forecasting within forecasting, let us take a look at how do we calculate the year chart. Okay, I think most of you are already very familiar with the yearly purple white or yearly flying stars Feng Shui, where wherever the 168 is, you go and activate it for wealth or whatever that you seek of, like the 1689, the 4 auspicious stars. But how do we get that chart? How do we get that year chart? Okay, is the way to get the year chart is we take the year, for example, right? Let's say this year, 2021. Okay, then we add up everything together, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, and then we have 5. Okay, and then we take 11 minus 5, then we have 6. So what we have here is that we have the number 6. Then what do we do with the 6? We then use the 6, okay, and plot it on the Losu chart. Okay, 6 enter center. Okay, like what I said, forward. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have the 2021 annual annual purple white chart. Right, this is the year chart. Whereas this will, how do we plot the month chart? Okay, the month chart. The month chart, there's a way to identify it. All right, there's a way to identify it. When you are when you 子午卯酉寅申巳亥辰戌丑未. Okay, this one we look at the year. Okay, let's say for example, right now is 2021. 2021 is Xin Chou year. Okay, Xin Chou year. So Xin Chou, the ox year, belongs to this group. So what do we do is we actually look at the zodiac of the year, and then from the zodiac of the year we decide, okay, which group does it belong to. If the zodiac of the year is 子午卯酉, which is the red, horse, the rabbit, and the rooster, then you have what is this? Well, you have 8. Okay, you have 8 as the starting 8 for 正月啦. They said 正月啦. 正月 means after 4th of February, which is Yin month, Tiger month. Okay, because in the Chinese calendar, the first month is always the Yin month, the Tiger month. Okay, so 8 starts with 8. When you are in Shen Si Hai, which is the tiger, monkey, snake, and a pig, then you have 2. Okay, Yin month start with 2. When I say start with 2, it is always enter center. Okay, when I say start with 2, it always refers to enter center. Okay, when it's Chen Xu Chou Hai, Chen Xu Chou Wei, which is the dragon, dog, ox, and this is the goat. Then it is 5 yellow. Okay, so what do you do is, like this year, right? This year is Xin Chou, right? So Xin Chou is here. So what do we do? Xin Chou actually is a 5 enter center. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is actually 2021, February 4th until March 3, roughly monthly flying chart. Okay, month chart. Okay, this is how you actually how you fly the month chart. And moving forward, right, after you've gotten the first month, right, then how do you do for the subsequent month? It's very simple. Let's say you already have February, right? So you have Yin, Mao, Chen, Xu, Yin, Mao, Chen, Si, Wu, Wei. So this is February, this is March, April, May, June, July. So this is 5. This is 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. Okay. The thing about this is there's a peculiar pattern is that when you calculate when you fly the stars, it fly forwards, but you calculate the month, right, when you go for subsequent month, right, it's always go in reverse, like, you know, ox year 5 enter center. Okay, this is for February. Then for March, actually for Mao month is actually 4, okay, enter center. And then for May is actually April actually 3 enter center. Okay, so this is how it works. All right. As to the day and hour chart, normally we don't really use it lah. Okay, it's mainly used for how should I say, this selection, when you need to activate a certain thing, or that you need to do renovation, and then you make sure that to the most granular detail, you don't get a 5 or a 2 for the hour and the day. And normally you can find it in Feng Shui, okay, in Feng Shui, or one of the alternative you can look at is Chinese Metaphysics, Chinese Metasoft. I think for this is the only one. This is the only one free FOC that I can check. Includes of the hour and the day. You look at here, right? The hour and the day flying star. Okay, and you can access it through yesterday, today, tomorrow, so 3 days lah. Okay, if you want more, then you have to pay for it lah. Or there are other apps that have it. The previous one that is free is actually Space Time, but I think it's no longer free. You have to pay for it. Okay. But tentatively, if you do for Xuan Kong Flying Star Feng Shui, right, we just go until the month granularity. Seldom do we go until the day or the hour. All right. So now let's get back to our drawing board. So to summarize, okay, so summarize what we discussed today. Nature chart. Okay, nature chart by itself is static. Okay, and when it's static, it's neutral. All right, it's neutral. Neutral. Sorry about that. So it's neutral. Neutral means it does not have any auspicious or inauspiciousness. Okay, and only when there's movement. Okay, movement. Okay, and where there's dynamic, because movement and the dynamic part of it, which creates auspicious and inauspicious. So what is movement? Movement is the year, month, and day, and hour chart that we saw earlier on. Okay, that just demo how to plot the hour chart and the hour chart, and also the what do you call the month chart. Okay, there's movement and there's the dynamic part of things, and when these two elements, the static and the dynamic, they meet each other, okay, it is termed as the star conjunction. Okay, and this star conjunction is actually the source of auspicious and inauspiciousness. Okay, like for example, they have the 1-4 this is auspicious for academic pursuit. Okay, 6-8, you know those kind of things, the 81 combinations, which we will touch base later on. Okay, we will touch base later on. Okay, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to our channel, and that's it. Thank you.